Yo guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel. So today we're benchmarking Cauldron Lake 2 on PC, running with my overclocked MSI Vanguard RTX 5090 graphics card and Ryzen 9 9950X or CPU. So firstly, as always, I'll start by checking the graphics settings really quickly. So we are running a resolution of 3840 by 2160 on my 4K 154Hz display. We are running DLSS Quality, which is a 1440p render resolution, so we will also test 4K native. No frame generation, we will test out 2x a little bit later in the video. Film grain and lens distortion is turned off. All the advanced graphics settings are all ultra high preset with everything fully maxed out with ray reconstruction, ray path tracing enabled, ray path trace indirect lighting, and everything else fully maxed out. So I'm benchmarking the heaviest scene in this title, which is Cauldron Lake. It's a very, very heavy scene of all the foliage, trees, rain, night, volumetric fog. It's just a very detailed and hard to run area. So we're gonna test 4K DLSS quality mode. We'll test 4K native, 4K of DLSS quality mode and frame generation, and then we'll test 1440p and 1080p native resolutions to see how everything runs and plays. So I did complete this game and I really did enjoy it, but in terms of what I got to do in this part of the game, I don't really remember, so we'll just try to do a little free roam exploration and try to engage a little bit in the storyline, and we'll take things from there. But I'll be quiet for now and you guys enjoy the experience. When I change resolutions, I will mention it, and we'll take things from there. Enjoy, guys.
This is the witch's hut.
The fuse was in place. Saga stepped into the witch's hut. Inside, a bright light. There were objects that stood out to Saga, as if the light had manifested them.
The witch's hut. Okay. I trust the pages to lead me to the overlap.
Anderson, thought I saw something in the woods. Probably just a deer, but I'm gonna check it out.
Okay. I found another page. Following up on a lead. Keep checking in.
Roger.
The page described the hut being lit and mentioned a fuse. The fuse box is missing a fuse. I need to find one to turn on the lights. This fuse is busted. This one looks good. People should really stop littering, though.
Okay, so 4K with DLSS quality mode, we're averaging 54 FPS, 1% loading at 43, max FPS at 82. Alright, so now we're going to really test out things by testing out 4K native, which is going to be a very heavy setting. I'm assuming it's going to be low FPS, but we'll see how it runs in place. Reset the afterburner. And as you can see, we're in the low 20s. So we won't test the setting too long, but we'll see how it runs in place. Enjoy.
Another page. Making progress.
The image of the witch in the sign. Saga addressed the witch. The smudged line on the heart. The second part recited from memory. I brought you the heart, witch. Show me the terror. Saga pushed the heart through the hole in the sign.
Okay, so 4K native averaging 30 FPS, 1% loading at 24, max FPS at 34. I do have to gauge it a little bit in the storyboard, so I will go ahead and quickly change the settings here. So we'll go back to DLSS call-to mode, and we'll enable frame generation. Just 2x. I'm not going to use anything like beyond that. Reset the afterburner one more time here, and let me engage really quickly the story board and or the case board, I should say. I played this game a while, I forgot. And then I will continue a little bit on the storyline here. So here we go.
Yup. Already got the answers to these. The page from the witch's hut seems to be describing some kind of... To get into the overlap, I need to find Nightingale's heart. Nightingale's heart disappeared from the morgue. Where is it now?
Alright, sorry about that. I had to engage in the storyboard there, that way we can progress more in the storyline. Alright, so we'll test out 4K DLSS quality mode with frame generation, and we'll see how it runs in place. Do a little bit more free roam exploration here, and we'll try to continue this benchmark as best as we can here. Now, frame generation is always going to mess with the 1% lows. That's pretty much normal, because it's obviously messing with the response time / input lag, so keep that in mind. Okay, so 4K with DLSS quality mode and frame generation, you're averaging 92 FPS. 1% lows kind of disregard, because whenever you use frame generation, they will be lower. And max FPS at 107. Alright, let's disable frame generation, and let's go down to 1440p native. And we will set this to DLA, which will be native 1440p. Reset the afterburner one more time, and then we'll stay on 1440p native runs, and then we'll enable DLSS calls at 1440p. But you know, the texture quality in this title is so well done. Like, it's so clear. Even at 1440p here, you could really see really high texture assets. So it's one thing I really do like about this title, is they really did a really good job with the visuals and actual texture quality. It's very well done.
Fuck!
Cultivate tree!
A cultist. A monster. Like Nightingale.
I won't lie, that was pretty scary. I forgot about that part. I forgot if it was one of those numbers or it was something different, but we'll try 723 real quick on that shotgun, which I would like to have. Let's see if that's correct here. Yeah, already just set on 723. That's fine. We're not really gonna try to progress in the storyline because we're just trying to benchmark it. But 1440p native resolution, averaging 51 FPS, 1% listing at 36, max FPS 69. And then very briefly, let's enable DLSS quality mode here. So that'll put us at 1707 by 960. Reset the aperture, and we'll see how this runs. Just very briefly. I know there's one person who watches my videos likes to see 1440p with DLSS quality mode, so we'll see how it runs. But yeah, the lighting, the volumetric fog, the rain effects, the sound. There's just so many things that this title does so well. And I don't remember, I think it got a game award for a few things a couple years back. It's just such a cool title, and I really do recommend playing the full storyline. It's a really amazing title, to say the least.
A lunchbox again. Who's leaving these out here?
Okay, so 1440p with DLSS quality mode, we're averaging 95 FPS, 1% listing at 68, max FPS at 119. We're going to go ahead and enable 1080p native here. And we'll see how that runs and plays at 1080p native. And then we'll just about be done with the benchmark. Now obviously this is going to put more load on the CPU and a little bit less load on the GPU, but still pulling a good amount of wattage here. And GPU utilization is still at 98%, so... Again, you gotta love those lighting effects. You can see the sounds like it looks like the sun is slowly rising here, but I do like those light rays and orange sky. It's pretty nice. But yeah, there's so many things about this title that is just done so much better than other games. Remedy is a really good developer, and I think they do a really good job with these titles. Okay, so 1080p native, averaging 77 FPS, 1% low setting at 62, max FPS at 89. We'll go back to 4K DLSS quality mode. Reset the afterburner. And I would say if you're going to run this on the 5090, you could probably get away with 4K DLSS quality mode along with 2x frame generation to make things playable. And I think that gives you a good look at how everything runs at the most heaviest portion of the game, Cauldron Lake. But if you did enjoy the video, do give this video a like. If you want to see more content like this, more MSI Vanguard RTX 5090 gaming benchmarks along with my Ryzen 9 9950X 3D CPU, feel free to subscribe. Thanks for watching, appreciate your support, and I'll see you guys for another video presentation soon enough. And we'll take things from there. That brings you Cauldron Lake 2. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace out.